Hello everyone. Hi. I can still read your comments. I can see that, you guys start talking to each other like 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before the live starts actually. You're very talkative in that case, I would say. Alright, hi everyone. I can see Naja over here, Mothership, Yogiram's Art, MH, and okay, we have Dennis, we have Jason, we have Pippa. Alright, I can see a lot of people. Hi Mothership, hi Amit, hi everybody. Alright, so what were you guys talking about? Like random things together, right? Or were you actually discussing something resourceful about studies or something? Tell me, okay, how many of you actually love doing maths? Like your favorite subject, the number one subject for you is math. Tell me that. For how many of you? I'm reading your comment section. I need you to be active, right? Just not with chit-chatting with each other. Okay, so Mahesh says that, hi, my name is Arush. Hi, Arush. Okay, Nasreen, you're saying that you like math, but I'm asking, is your number one subject, like your favorite subject, mathematics? Or you just like math, but first you like English more? In that case, no. Mothership is like, not me. Why, Abdul? I thought you really like maths. Okay, Manaza says it's me, Muhammad. Alright, why don't you guys join in with your own usernames then? Mothership says that I just enjoy math because it's easy. Alright, then what's your favorite subject? Nasreen says I like maths the most. Now that's the point, right? Jason also says it's my best subject. Right. You guys have my heart then. Alright. Okay, by the way, today's live class was basically for all of you who had sent your doubts to us on mail. Again, I'm repeating, if in case in future as well, you guys face any kind of problems in mathematics regarding 11 plus exam, or even if you have brothers or sisters who are doing GCSEs, we can host live classes taking live doubt sessions as well. Alright, so today the topics that I have picked are some topics, not the topics, I would say the questions that I have picked have specifically been sent by us, sent by the students to us on mail. So that's what I have picked up for today. Okay, Manaza says that I have an account, but it does not let me use YouTube. Okay. Alright, everybody. So let's get started with your doubt questions. Alright, no matter if it seems easy or difficult, I'm going to take up all the doubts that I had received on mail. Alright, and I'm going to start with the easiest question. Obviously, start with the easy ones. Okay, over here this question had been sent to us by AF5 kid named Rion. So it was tree A is 378 meters tall and tree B is 253 meters shorter than tree A. Tree C is 73 meters taller than tree A. What's the total height, right? So over here, if I want to calculate the total height of the trees, see what you need to think of is that how are they related with each other? Tree 8 is 378. Tree B is this. It's in terms of A, right? 253 meters shorter. So that means whatever is the height of tree A, you would subtract. For shorter means you're doing subtraction. For tree C, it says it is 73 meters taller. That means you're going to add it up. Alright, so A plus 73. When you add the total, you're doing basically 378 plus 378 minus 253. That's what you're going to calculate. And then 378 plus 73. When you calculate your total answer, you would get the answer as 954 meters tall, right? So that's what you can do, all right? So MX asks that first do 378 minus 253. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. I just wrote it in one single line, but that's what you're going to do, right? Jason says that is easy. Yes, Jason, but since it is for the kids who have just begun with 11 plus preparation, I see that a lot of students have been sending me doubts accordingly. All right? Okay. So this was the question that was sent to us by Rion. So Rion, I hope your doubt is clear. And now I'm picking up a similar kind of question to give you guys for your practice. I want you guys, everybody, start doing this question that you see on the screen. This is what I have picked up. This is not sent by any student, but this is kind of similar to the previous one. So that's why I did it. So I want you guys to start solving it very quickly and give me answers on the comment section. Let me see now who's gonna give me the answer first. And I'm really very sorry about my throat today, as you can hear me. I have a terrible throat right now. So sorry about that. Until then, I'm reading your comments as well. Emmett says that, yep, it is quick maths. Yes, Emmett, it is. And by the way, are you guys facing any problem in any other topic or something? You can let me know the topics as well. One topic that I always receive is algebra. So I'll make sure that whenever I'm hosting a live class on YouTube, I always pick up algebra questions. You do know that. Jason says that I do not like algebra, it is hard. Trust me, algebra is really very easy, but it requires a lot of practice, I would say, especially in case of word problems. Once you start thinking about it, like when you've practiced enough questions and when you have thought about enough word problems, you can easily do them. Don't worry about it. Okay, I was reading your comments. So the one little crochet girl, maths is a good subject. I like your username, darling. Najah says that she likes English. All right. And Abdul says that his favorite subject is science. All right. All right. Okay. Now, MH says I did 455 minus 258. And then, okay, sorry. I just lost your comment. Where was I reading the comments? Yeah. So I did 455 minus 258 and then added 86. For the third one, whatever answer you're getting after doing 455 minus 258, to that answer you'll be adding 86. Yes, that would be the correct answer. Okay, so over here I'm seeing Jenia has given me the answer 265. No, darling, that's not the answer. Try it again. Mothership says 935. Nasreen says 935. Yes. Okay, so yes, 935 is the correct answer. That's what you'll be doing. Like I told you, 455 plus 455 minus 258 plus 455. Let me write it as well so that you guys don't get confused. So whatever this is, like whatever you get from the second calculation, plus 86 to it. So when you solve it totally, you get 935. That would be the correct answer. All right. Now, moving on to the next question. A charity wants to raise £9,559. They raised £4,522 in the first month. Then they raised £2,625 less in the second month. So for the second month, if I see, I'm getting I'm getting 4,522 minus 2,625. That's for the second month. And then in the third month, they raise 1,540 more than what they raised in the second month. So when you do the calculations, you would just have to add it up. See, focus on the keywords in math. Less. Whenever I say less, that means you have to subtract. Whenever I say more, that means you have to add them up, right? So this is the calculation that you'll be doing it. Mothership says that I did it first because I did mental math in school for 2 weeks. So did you do it recently, Abdul? Okay, Jason has given me the answer correct. Yes. All right, great. I hope everybody is getting these answers, right? So now for this question, this is the correct answer. I hope everybody's done it. And by the way, if in case you still have doubts, you can let me know and type it over here. Like recently I took Rion's doubt. This doubt was sent by, wait, I've written all the doubts actually, that which kid has sent me which doubt. So this doubt was sent by Alisha. Yes, that was sent by Alisha. I hope Alisha's doubt is clear now. If in case you still have a doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. All right. Now, coming to the next question. This is actually, I found this as a pretty nice question. These 4 lines make a square. how many adjoining squares can you make with 22 lines? Okay, this doubt has been sent by Oscar to me. Yes. So over here, now this was a nice question. I want to see how many of you can actually do it. Today I'm more of like that. I want you guys also to tell me if you're able to do it or not. I want to make 22 squares and focus on the keyword adjoining. Adjoining squares. Adjoining means that you're further going to draw a square like this. Now to draw another square, how many lines did I use? 1, 2, 3. If I want to draw one more square, I would again use 1, 2, 3 lines, because this line was already there, isn't it? So in this case, how many lines am I drawing? This is a question from sequences, by the way. Initially, I had 4 lines. Then each time I draw a new square, I'm going to draw 3 more lines, isn't it? So over here, what I'm going to do is 3 times n. That's what I'm going to focus on. I can see a lot of people saying 6 in the comment section. One person says 6 and the rest of them sometimes even just copy paste it. No. 6 is not the correct answer. Try it again. Okay, over here if I'm doing it, see, if I'm drawing 2 squares, I have 4 plus 3 lines. When I'm drawing 3 squares, I have 4 plus 3 lines from the second square, 3 lines from the third square, right? So 4 plus 2 into 3. So when I'm going to draw 4 squares, I would do 4 plus 3 into, how many squares are remaining? 3. So 3 into 3. So 4 plus 3 into n. Now the total that I need is 22, right? So I just have to calculate that what will be this n. N represents the other squares, not the initial big square, the other squares. So over here, 3n is equal to 22 minus 4. That means this comes out to be equal to 18. So from here, n is equal to 6. Yes, I'm getting n equals to 6. But over here, again, when we had 2 squares, how many lines were there? 4 plus 3. So over here, in that case, n was equal to 1, isn't it? So now over here, it's always going to be 1 more than it, because this first square that I have, this square was initially already there. Then this is my first square, this is second square, third square, and so on. So I have 6 more squares like that. So the total number of squares that I'm getting is 7. Now I see you guys giving me the correct answer. Jason is saying 7. Correct, Jason. Okay. Apart from Jason, okay, Jason initially said 7 or 6. And Dennis, what are you doing? What are you playing with? Like spam police? What is that? Okay. Alright, I hope everybody understood this question. This was, Yogi Ram says that this is confusing. Yes, that's why I said that this was actually a nice question that I liked. So all you have to see is how many adjoining figures are possible. See, if I ask you, if I give you another number, like how many lines from how many lines can you draw, like let's say 13, how many squares can you draw from 13 lines? 13 lines are easy to draw, so I can show you. 4 lines are already there. I need to draw an adjoining. Adjoining means that you have to join them end to end, right? So I drew 3 more lines, 4 lines in this square. How many red lines do you see? Only 3, right? Now let me make the third square with the blue lines. 1, 2, 3. Does not look like a square, but adjust with my drawing skills, please. So 3 lines, right? So how many lines am I getting? 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, 10. Still not done yet. Let me make more. So I'll draw 1 more square. Now how many lines do I have? 4 black lines, 3 red lines, 3 blue lines, 3 green lines. So in total I've used 13 lines. How many squares do you see? Isn't it 4 squares, right? Okay guys, stop commenting like, wait a second. I'm reading all your comments. You do realize that, right? So I know when you guys are not being serious or something. I want you guys to focus seriously. Okay, Manazo says that he can't hear me. Others can hear me, right? Yogiram says that, oh, now he gets it. All right. I hope everybody else also understood. All right. Now let's come to the next question. This question over here, geometry now. How many right angles are there in this picture? All right. This question has been asked to me by Jenna. All right, Jenna. So Jenna's question it is, how many right angles are there in this picture? Now, most of the times, I know this is an easy question, but most of the times people can get incorrect answers, right? What you must have done is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Manaza says that he can hear me now. All right, great, great, great. So over here, people write 4. Max they would do is this, 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 and this. Now we have 8, but no, you're still missing angles. See, do it shape-wise. 1 over here, 2 over here, 3, 4. Right? How many squares do we have? We have 4 squares. Each square has 4 right angles. So, 16. That would be the correct answer. Alright, I hope, Jenna, your answer is solved now. Also, again, I'm telling you, see, I have received so many doubts today. I'm taking them up today. So don't consider it like that if you send us any doubt and it's going to go unnoticed or something. I try to reply it on text as well. So make sure that you're sending in all your doubts, even if you have a doubt in the slightest of any questions. Alright? Okay, now calculate the area of the shape. Now, I have seen in classes that students do struggle with compound shapes. Compound shapes are those shapes which are, formed when I combine 2 different shapes together, right? Not even different, but 2 shapes together. Now, over here, if I want to calculate the area, what you can do is just separate it in 2 parts, right? Rectangle 1, rectangle 2. What is the area of a rectangle? The area of a rectangle is length times width. Nacha says perimeter. No, darling, we're not calculating the perimeter. We're calculating the area, right? So over here, just do, what's the area of the first shape? You would just do 5 times 3, right? Which is 15. What will be the area of the second shape? See, this is 1, this is 2. So what will this length be? 5 minus 1 minus 2. That is 2 centimeters, right? And over here, what will this length be? This is just given to be 1, right? So you just have to do 2 times 1. So one side I'm getting 15, other side I'm getting 2, like that's the total. So the total area comes out to be 15 plus 2, which is 17 centimeters square. So that would be my answer. I hope everyone got it. If in case you have any confusion, you can let me know in the comment section below. So I can see Jenna Sultana. But darling, I can't read your comment. Are you giving a blank comment or something? Because I can't really read your comments. Okay, I hope everybody understood it. Now, moving on to the next one. Choose your answer from the 5 options below. How many squares must be filled in for 25% of the grid to be shaded? Now, I'll tell you a simple way. Whenever you have percentages, 25%, 50%, 75%. Like when somebody says that, are you going to go out tomorrow? Don't we say, oh, that's a 50-50 situation. It's like a half-half situation. Half situation means, oh yeah, we can go, or no, we may not go. So what are we trying to do? That's either a yes or no, right? So out of 2 options, I'm going to select 1. So when I represent it as a fraction, 50%, see, these are easy to remember. I would like you to remember them. Over here, 50% is half. 25% is 1/4. 25% is even half of 50. Half of half is 1/4. 75% means that you're doing 3/4. So just remember the simple part. If I want to calculate 25%, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 rows. 5 columns, 5 rows. That means total I have 5 into 4, 20 squares, right? So now what will be 25% of 20? That will be 1/4 of 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So the correct part would be 5. So I can see a lot of people have answered me correctly. Very good. So over here, Mothership got 5 first. Nasreen is getting D part. Correct. That's great. Guys, even if you comment once, I'm still going to notice your comment. It's fine. You don't need to, really give me a complete spam section on the comments. All right. So, Emmett says, Miss, get well soon. Thank you, Emmett. I really need that. Okay, so Mothership has explained his answer. Yes, Mothership, that's exactly what we have done. Great. Now, moving on to the next question. Over here, this question had been sent by Sam. Yes. So over here, Sancha is making purple paint. If he uses 6 liters of red paint, how much blue paint should he use? Now the question says that mix 2 liters of red paint for every 3 liters of blue paint. 2 liters of red paint for every 3 liters of blue paint. Now over here, we want 6 liters. I want 6 liters of red paint. How can I get 6? If I multiply this 2 by 3, right? So multiply over here also by 3. 3 times 3 is 9. That means you need 9 liters of blue paint. Now I can see a lot of people have answered me for the A part, which I've already done. So I want you to do the second part yourself. Start doing it, everybody. I want you guys to answer me as well. So Emmett says 6. Aradhya says 7 liters of blue paint. Bhakti says 17. Guys, why are you guys getting completely different answers? Jason says number 1, 9 liters. Number 2, 105 liters. Mothership says 21 liters. Everybody is giving me a different answer. Guys, choose one answer. Aradhya says 105. How are you guys getting 105 liters? Can you explain me? And those who are getting 21 liters, Nasreen, Mothership, can you guys explain me how are you getting your answers particularly? Nasreen says 9. Nasreen earlier, okay, are you answering for A part or B part? That is also confusing. So mention it as well. By the way, right now I'm asking for the explanation of the B part. Moto Vlogger Hasnat says 205. How are you getting your answer? So those guys, because I see on the comment section, most of you are getting either 21 liters or 105 liters. Okay, Jason says he has done 35 times 3. Over here, we again, 2 liters of red paint means 3 liters of blue paint. I need, how much blue paint is needed to make 35 liters of purple paint? See, this time I want the total to be 35. See that way. Okay, Mothership says 2 plus 3 is 5. Wait, your comments. Okay, Mothership says 2 plus 3 is 5 and 35 divided by 5 is 7. 7 times 3 is 21. Right, over here, when we are having 2 liters of red paint, 3 liters of blue paint, that means in total when I have mixed them together, I get 5 liters of purple paint, right? If I want to make 35 liters of paint, how much do I need? See, over here I'm using, for 5 liters of purple paint, I'm using 3 liters of blue paint, right? So for 35 liters of purple paint, 35 means 35 divided by 5, right? Because the total is purple paint. So this gives me the answer as 7 liters, right? So yes, Mothership, your answer is absolutely correct. Now since I have 3 liters of blue paint, you would multiply by 7 to get your answer as 21 liters. Very good. Those who are getting the correct answer as 21. It's not 105. We are not getting 105. We are getting 21 liters. Emmett says, Miss, if you have time at the end of the lesson, could you please go over some maths tricks? Alright, Emmett, I would go over some maths tricks. Alright. See, I try to explain it in a way that you guys, like whatever questions we are doing, I try to tell it to you in the shortest possible way. I try to not write the entire solution, right? Of course, my hands would get tired if I start writing all these solutions. So even I'm saving my time and I'm saving my energy and I'm giving you the shortest, quickest possible explanation. All right. By the way, Image, since your username is just M and a H, so I would want to know your name as well. All right, what's your name, MH? Okay, also, now over here, this next question. Again, this is the question that we received on our mail, and since it was on a mail, the mail ID was quite weird because you guys do not send your name at all. Some kids did send their names, but some kids did not send their name. So the username was quite unique and it's difficult to actually pronounce it out, so I'm not really pronouncing it. So over here, this question was also sent. Mothership says that this is Saturday's question. So maybe somebody had doubt in this part from the mocks or something, and then they sent this question. Quite possible, isn't it? These thermometers show the temperatures inside and outside a window at 10 a.m. Now over here inside, now see the scale as well. Be careful. We have 20, then we have 21, 22. What's the measurement over here? That's 21 degrees Celsius, right? M8 says Myra. No, it isn't Abdul. Abdul is like, because you know, it's Mothership. So MH and Mothership sounds like short form for each other. All right, all right. Okay, so now for the outside. Okay, who can tell me what's the temperature outside? What does this represent? Yes, it represents, it's over here 0, -1, -2, -3. So this is -3 degrees Celsius, right? So how many degrees warmer was it inside than outside the window? So for that, you have to calculate the difference. Now be very careful with negative numbers. When you're subtracting two negative numbers, you're doing 21 minus -3. And when you're actually subtracting 2 minus minus, remember minus minus equals positive, right? So this becomes 21 plus 3, so that I get the answer as 24 degrees Celsius. All right. Now for the B part, at 10 p.m. the temperature outside had fallen by 2 degrees. Fallen means that it is going to go down. Earlier the temperature was -3. Now it has fallen by 2 degrees. That means you have to subtract, right? So what is -3 minus 2? Remember, when again negative becomes positive. Although the two negatives are not together, but still you'll be adding up over here. So 3 plus 2, that is 5. And then you put the sign of the larger number. So this is -5. Over here, I'm going to get the answer as -5 degrees Celsius. All right. Mothership has given me two answers. -5, -2. Great. Okay, Nasreen, -5. Yes, I can see your comments. You guys are getting -5 as your answer. That's great. All right. Now, moving on to the next one. This year, my age is a multiple of 5. Next year, it will be a multiple of 6. I'm older than 10, but younger than 60. What or how old am I? Now, think about one thing. If you're unable to solve a question, you're unable to make equations in algebra or something, you do have 5 options on the screen, right? whenever you're given MCQs, always do one thing. Try to, get your answer from MCQ. If the person is 30 years old, then next year he would be 31. 31 is not a multiple of 6. A part incorrect. If the person is 25 years old, next year he would be 26. Not correct. If the person is 42 years old, 42 is not actually a multiple of 5. My question says that it should be a multiple of 5. D part, 35. 35, if today is 35, next year he would be 36. Oh yes, that's a multiple of 5. That's a multiple of 6. Got my answer. So if you're unable to think of it in that way, like the question directly, try to go via the options, alright? Or if the options were not given to you, how you would have thought? You would have seen all those multiples of 5, because it says that today, in present day, the age is a multiple of 5, right? See all the multiples of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and so on. And then see the number that is right after it. So after 5 we have 6, 11, 16, 21, 26, 31, 36, 41, and so on, right? Now you see, of course this is not correct, this is not correct, this is not correct, not correct, not correct. I am getting 2 possible answers right now from the options that I have written on the screen. 5 and 6 could also be a possible pair. But in the question it specifically says that I am older than 10. That means the age would be more than 10, right? And younger than 60, alright? So that's how we'll be dealing with it. Otherwise, if I do for 65, 65 is also a multiple of 5. I could get 65 and 66 also as my answer, right? So it could be 65 as well. So you need to focus on the restrictions as well that are given in the questions, alright? Now, moving on to the next one. Which of the following has smallest value? Now coming to MH. For the tricks, percentages comes with the coolest tricks ever. When you're calculating percentage and it is ending with numbers like 0, 10% of 80, forget about the 0, just multiply these numbers. 1 times 8 is 8. So if I just want to solve all of these, I can do it verbally. 1 into 8, 8. Forget about the zeros. 2 into 6, 12. 3 into 4, 12. 5 into 2, 10. Which of them have the smallest value? A part. Simple. Got my answer. Alright. So try it in this way. Always remember percentages like this. Also, you can remember one more thing, that even if you're given complicated questions, you can easily simplify it for yourself. Like if I ask you what will be 45% of, let's say, number 120. 45%. Now I do not have 0, but I know that 45 is ultimately half of 90, right? So we are doing 90 over 2% of 120. Again, I can use my trick, cancel out the 0, 9 times 12, which is 108, and it is being divided by 2. So we get 54 in a second, right? So you can use these kinds of shortcuts for yourself and you can get your correct answers, alright? Nasreen says she was the first one to answer. Alright. Okay, Manaza says that's very smart. See, I told you, try practicing percentages and you would get your answers easily. Alright? Now coming to the next question, what is the shape of this area? Now I know that when we do compound shapes, what do? We divide our shapes in sections. Like over here we have section 1, section number 2 and section number 3. And then we say that, okay, calculate the areas. But over here, what would be this length? Pretty easy, 3 centimeters. But what about this one? I'm not given this length, right? So that could be done by doing 15 minus 10 minus 3. That's one way of doing it. But if I want to do it quickly, calculate the total. I'll tell you, total means I'm seeing the outer rectangle, right? This is the easier way that I'm telling you to do it. over here, if you do the total, the area of the total rectangle length times width, which is 15 times 8, and subtract it from your inner rectangle. Over here you see a rectangle over here as well, isn't it? If you complete this shape with length and width as 10 and 6, so subtract that. Whenever you have to calculate the area of the remaining shape, you do the area of the outer rectangle minus the inner area of the inner rectangle. So that's all you have to do. Okay, who's getting the answer as 68? No, you're not getting 68 as your answer. The correct answer would be 60 centimeter square. That would be the correct answer. Alright? I hope everybody is done with... Are you guys writing also, by the way, side by side? Or are you just enjoying it like a movie? Like, okay, here she's speaking something, I'm going to watch it like a movie and play it on my phone or on my laptop or whatever device you're using, and you're just watching. Tell me on the comment section. Are you guys writing it side by side? Should I wait for you guys to complete writing it? Although you can, just double tap and move the video backwards, and then you can note it down as well in case you feel stuck. Alright? I can see a lot of people are getting the answers at 60 now. That's great. Now coming to the next part. This shape has been created by using two identical isosceles triangles. What is the angle at point B? Alright. Then over here, identical means that the sides are same length, the angles are of same length, and so on, right? And since these are isosceles triangles are the triangles in which two sides are equal and two angles are equal, right? So over here, I can say either this, let me mention this as ACD. Either the angle A would be 70 or angle C would be 70. But since these triangles are identical, that means the length over here, that is over this one, this length would be equal to this length, right? And correspondingly, this blue length would be equal to this blue length. By that logic, since these are isosceles triangles that we are talking about, I would say that the sides are equal. If the sides are equal, remember one simple statement, angles opposite to equal sides. I'm repeating, angles opposite to equal sides in a triangle are also equal, right? So over here, if this angle is 70 degrees, then that means this angle would also be 70 degrees. And since they are identical, this angle would also be 70 degrees. Now on a straight line, remember, whenever I'm drawing a straight line, the total angle is 180 degrees, right? So what do we do over here? The total angle is 180, means 70 plus B plus 70. That is 140 plus B is equal to 180 degrees. If I want to calculate angle B, I would just subtract 140 on both the sides, and I would get the answer as B equals 40 degrees. Alright, so that's my answer that I'm getting. Aradhya in the middle of the session says hi. Hi Aradhya, what happened? Were you missing me something? Like in the middle of the session you're saying hi again. Okay, now moving on to the next one. Okay, I want you guys to try this out. This is algebra. My favorite part is algebra. I know a lot of you do not really like algebra, but I want you guys to try this question out and answer me in the comment section, okay? I'm waiting for you guys to comment. Till then, of course, I'm going to have my water, you know. I can see Jason's comment. Jason is the first one to say, oh no, why are we doing algebra? Dennis, no, not algebra. Why not? It's algebra is fun. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Now see, suppose you're going out with your friends and you're having a cup of coffee. If 1 cup of coffee costs £2, forget about algebra. Just think about numbers. If 1 cup of coffee costs £2, or let me write it down as well. If 1 cup of coffee costs £2, what will be the cost of 3 cup of coffees? You would say £6. What would be the cost of 5 cup of coffees? You would say £10, right? What exactly are you doing? You're doing 2 into 3, 2 into 5, right? So instead of 2, if I say that I have 1 cup of coffee is X pounds, right? What would we do? What would be the cost of 3 cups of coffees? That would be 3x, right? 5 cups of coffees, that would be 5x, right? Manaza says that you need help. Manaza, in whichever topic you need help, let me know. And you can see the contact information as well, right? You can contact us. The numbers are already mentioned in the description below. Later on, it will be mentioned in the comment section as well. All right. So Janaya also says that she needs help. In which particular topic do you need help, darling? Algebra? I can host another live class in which specifically I would be doing only algebra. I know a lot of people struggle with algebra. Or are you talking about this particular question that you need help with? Okay, so we were doing this one. 1 cup of coffee. If 1 cup of coffee costs X pounds, then 3 coffees would cost 3x, 5 coffees would cost 5x, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now over here it says Yoon spends X pounds each day on her lunch at school. So if she is going to school for 6 weeks, right? How much is she spending in 6 weeks? How many days are there in 6 weeks? Jason says that, but I need to go. Why, Jason? I'm going to take only 5 more minutes. If you can't stay for over here, stay for 5 more minutes. I hope you're not going just because I started doing algebra, all right? Dennis says I need lunch. What you can do is enjoy it like a movie, all right? Keep your phone or device side by side and you can have lunch. But I would want you to listen to me, all right? Yogiram says that could you go do a live for area and parameters for difficult shapes? Yes, we can. Do let me know if you just want me to do 2D shapes or 3D shapes, all right? So over here, okay, I'm just left with, as I said, I just need 5 more minutes with you guys and be active for 5 more minutes. I know that you guys are hungry, so let's do it. And I'm going to give you the, the contact information over here. All right, I would mention the numbers in the description as you guys are asking. All right, in case you need help, you can let me know. Okay, miss, I need to go to somewhere. All right, Jason, no problem. But make sure that you complete your watching your video. All right. Okay, here, coming back over here. We were talking about Wayne spends X pounds. If the person is spending money for 6 regular weeks, how many days are there in a week? In 1 week, we have 7 days. So in 6 weeks, how many days will we have? 42 days, right? So 42 days. Each day, the money is spent, like the money spent is X pounds. So if today I'm spending 2 pounds, tomorrow I'll have 4 pounds, right? By the 3rd day, I would have spent 6 pounds, right? So you're going to multiply the money spent in 1 day by the number of days. So I'm doing 42x, right? And then over here, every week she spends Y pounds. So plus, how many weeks is she spending for? 6 weeks. So 42x plus 6y. D part would be my question. This was just a question in which we have to formulate an equation. All right. Sometimes you may even have questions like where you have to solve it. All right, Mothership says, wait, does she go on weekdays or weekends as well? Well, that's not mentioned actually technically, but over here we would assume it for every day. We are not given that she does not go to school on Sundays. We say that each day, right? Otherwise, if we talk about weekdays, some schools are open on Saturdays. You never know if she's spending on Saturdays as well. Aradha says, but miss, we have only 5 days of school, so won't it be 30? All right, yes, that could be, but that's a vague question. Actually, now when I think about it, yes, it can be. That's why I think this doubt was sent to me. So over here, now that's a little bit of confusion. Technically, yes, why would somebody go on Sundays? But over here, we are not really specified over here. If instead of school, if I said that the person spends at office, you never know. If they're working 7 days in a week, or if they're working 4 days in a week, the specific number is not mentioned, right? So you would take the entire week in this case, all right? So you, according to me, that's what you should be doing. I can get back to you about this because this is a little vague now, but don't worry, I'll get back to you again on this question. I hope that everybody understood whatever we discussed today. I tried to take as many doubts as possible for today. So that would be all for today. I want you guys to mark one question as your homework because we discussed 2-3 questions of, shapes, the compound shapes, compound areas, and you guys were also saying me that you wanted to do compound shapes and areas. So mark this question as your homework, and I'll be seeing you soon again, very soon, in the next live class. Do let me know in the comment section below if you need any particular topic. The topics that I have noted for today are these like algebra. You guys hate algebra and I would love to do that, all right, and compound areas, areas of difficult shapes. And Manaza says letter connection. Okay, letter connection 1911 2022. Okay, you need help with the assignment, darling. Then all right, don't worry, we can do it. Not in the live class, then we can host a proper class at GLECTA over here. All right, just quickly going through your comments section quickly. Okay, I hope nobody's asking any questions. No, I don't see any questions. Aradhya says, Miss Algebra, please. Yes, we would do algebra in the next class for sure. Nasreen says basic algebra. All right, I'll take basic. Okay, do you want to do advanced algebra or basic algebra? Do mention that in the comment section again over here. All right. Okay, now we are going to start with an intensive course at GLECTA very soon. The information will be given to you guys. Do make sure that you're following our websites and you guys have subscribed our channel. The course duration would be 6 days. That's an intensive course that we are starting for 11 plus exam, for all those who are preparing for 11 plus, also for your GCSEs, all right? Okay, Nasreen says, can you do basic algebra because I want to be ahead of school. All right, darling, then we can start with the basics itself. We'll be doing basic algebra in the next class. All right, now I'm telling you guys about the intensive course that we'll be hosting at GLECTA. It's a 6 days course. So if you guys want any information regarding this intensive course, you can call up the numbers. You guys have the GLECTA helpline numbers, right? So call them up and ask about the course and about what exactly are we offering, all right? And they would guide you in detail about what exactly are we going to do in these 11 plus intensive courses, all right? I'll see you in the course classes and in the next live class then. That would be all for today. I hope everybody had great fun today. I did too.